Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
They probably gonna have to go like Dragonlance Blink Dagger to make plays and Legion, so this is not an easy lane matchup at all for the anti-mage. I'm going off, I feel like Medusa has a big advantage like the first 3 items, and then you can look to end the game by then. And anti-mage, he's just farming, and as soon as he comes online, I mean, you are... Hang on, Velky? Is Rams gonna go for this? Yes, sir, he will. Nice, first blood picked up, and bottom lane, Fortune Soul also gets a kill on Usagi. We ain't even done. This top lane want to shut you down as best as possible. If it costs hated his life, then maybe that's a different factor here that they have to consider. This feels TP is in, doesn't even need any deterrent. Maybe soak some experience bottom lane. Usagi getting poked and progged. Fortune Soul's gonna find a window to jump in, even with the minimal health.
Assume that he's going to go the Diffusal Blade next, probably after some power treads. But I mean, I guess
and what the okay. You get the meta shield. Stage. How can they look to do that now that the lanes are starting to dissolve? Oh, hang on a second. Ogre. Does Hayden look to enter the high ground too? Maybe it feels less showing up. Hayden's going to be a little bit more passive here. That's where Rams comes into play. He can look to face check. Hayden just solo kills a support. But now it's like, all right, Ember's going to wait to disengage, but I don't have this capability. It's going to be pinned over to the soul tree in the river. The nice thing about the gyro is relatively fast movement speed into the traps. Well, that's the full duration slow, and now Rams. Another remnant out. Scott is going to have spear in a couple seconds. Rams. Oh, no. Just shy of the distance from landing.
Now as well, so maybe once you pick up this Diffusal Blade, even prior to Deso, will be go time for KOBOLDS.
Usagi. They smoked under the lane wall top, but somehow KOBOLDS were still able to convert the smoke usage for themselves. It's going to be Velky with the mega kill streak. He might go for more, honestly. Haste with the blink reveal. Yep. The Ogre's going to be the initial target. Even Mortimer Kiss is getting laid down. Who really want to cut away the life of the twin-headed beast. Oh, that's where Fortune Soul back.
Any kind of smoke before they get to the TA.
Perfect for Scotty. He's going to have an opportunity to drop down the arena. Controlling 3, so Velky's going to have a free fight of the Templar Assassin, and look at the damage is starting to ramp up. Solo targeting the Ogre Magi at the moment, but that's all they'll get out of it. Ooh, okay, a buyback to look to get involved as well. Maybe they'll need the extra control to continue to chase down Velky. Well, looks like in fact they'll just use it in bottom lane. Whoa, 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 Fortune Soul pre-defuse. Blink as well. Eyeing up Usagi. Legion's not an easy kill, especially with Armlet not completed. Maybe that's where Velky comes into play, though. Ooh, can he get away? Armlet toggles Usagi somehow alive. This is going to get the rotations coming through to the outpost area, but they're a little bit slow still. It's just really Rams at the moment. Cookie control Rams. Does have a remnant at the moment. Lands one down to the T2 tower, but actually Roosman as well. A super defensive Stone Gaze usage, but once that expires, Fortune Soul looks to jump in. A beautiful timing with the counter spell, and Fortune Soul, hang on a second. We're 60 minutes in. Anti-mage. How is he making play? They duel. Usagi gets a connection, but the fall damage, you might give the damage, in fact, to the Templar Assassin. Oh, Lord, Jewel just expires. They get the first life. The question is do they have the damage for the second life, though? Velky, Refraction back up. Flecken is going to instantly burn this out, but now with Fortune Soul, he's going to be eyeing up Roosman. He hasn't entered the fight just yet. Templar Assassin's still got to go down, but now Fortune Soul, they should be able to even the trade. He's just slowly beating onto Roosman, waiting for that big use of the Meta Void, and he'll just do it the old-fashioned way with the right click, saving this one for the next engagement. As KOBOLDS just take just a tier 3 tower. You're nothing crazy then. I'll get tier 3. All this gold that it provides the lads.
Bro, he's got Manta Spell now.
Oh, Usagi jumped again. Press the attacks, and they're going to give him so much survivability, but this is a tricky position to be in. All right, haters. Going to look to try and turn this one back around, but again, face checking the Templar Assassin when she has so much damage is quite the difficult task. All right, M11. How do you defend the high ground? They'll keep pushing super aggressively. Got a BKB. Jewel's gonna fly out, but he was able to find the BKB before the Jewel. Usagi's just gonna go down. Meanwhile, the backline, Fortune Soul! Oh, there's the damage of the Meta Void. Are they gonna call it? M11 just kept decimated.
Your hero. Make the ultimate choice.
It just seems like a really nice way to accelerate your farm.
Ooh, playing around with the tree line, but he is going to end up going down. And now, Kalthazard steps a little bit too far.
Level 2 on feel.
So what's the like? What's Shakira do? Does he? I guess you now try and wait for him to close and deny to the neutrals, but no. I was thinking maybe just.
I feel like they are lacking a little bit of that consistent lockdown. So I think you probably this is much more of a high level in Ice Path game. And I also mentioned the strength of Rusman. Oh, unless.
No, there's no unless. That plays
unless. Go forward, Rusman. You can't.
No. Right, they're gonna tip in the puck. Has the coil up.
All right.
Really nice rotation from Rams. This is perfect timing with the Elder Dragon form on cooldown. It means that he has a window now for Rams to be able to try and offset this early advantage that KOBOLDS have been able to gain. So it will be 2 kills down. Do you give it to Rusman? Did you make sure that the Tiny gets it? They do. Double kill for Rusman. Play off the back of this. I mean, look.
I was about to say, sorry, the one thing that I am a little... Not sure what Fearless Lies doing here. Don't think you're going to be able to accomplish all that much, and probably will end up falling down. Probably.
Oh, Rusman's like, I smell a kill! I smell a kill!
Oh no.
Rusman's not going to get it. Now Rams is going to try and commit. Keep being out, and Rams will make it.
There's no Skadi build damage for free at level 7. And what is that, like,
don't do it. Don't do it, not that high ground. Oh, it's not a safe place. 3 heroes smoke from top to bottom. A huge fan of the move from M11. And now that instant smoke from M11 is going to end up catching out 2 heroes with their pants down. One the position 1, and the second will be the 4 in the Jakiro. Not again. Okay.
Well, I mean, it means that no matter what, with that combination I was talking about, you're going to be able to...
it's going to land. Double ultimate usages. Moody's positioning. Not going to be enough to give Scotty some breathing room. And now Velky blinked into the middle again, but... the control for Rams is something that's very questionable. Starting to pivot to bottom. Althazard's going to start with the banishment. They'll have this to follow up with the arrow. Onto the Omni Knight, which is a pretty key hero to be able to bring down, and that's where Usagi follows up as well. Arena controlling KOBOLDS on the backlines, so they're unable to combine with Velky. As Hated leaps away to the low ground. The TP out, and he will be able to survive
right now.
Velky.
Smoke popped before he hit that.
DK is pretty tanky.
That's an early Heavenly Grace
once again. The Guardian Angel out, trying to protect the Dragon Knight as best as possible. And our KOBOLDS have been able to join the area without Rams, so the puck's follow-up damage is something they really needed to turn this fight back in the favor of M11. There's 2 split fights once again. Scotty chasing down Kalthazard. Poison stacks soon to expire.
Okay, Tiny's looking to play around this. And yep, that's the ping.
This is scary, though. They've got a DD, so they can definitely take the fight. They're all grouped up. Usagi, what an arena! They instantly cut away multiple heroes as they cleave, just tearing apart the lineup of KOBOLDS. The BKB doing nothing, even though they had the Aegis advantage, and they still haven't even gotten the kill on Tiny. He's gonna get away with murder! Oh my, what a start to the fight for M11. Okay, still teetering. Looking to jump, finds a Tiny. Ram's going to provide him the Lincolns. Tiny falling pretty low at the moment, but another good arena. This one more defensively, just allow Rusman an opportunity to look to reposition and find another angle back into the fight. And he does just that. Jumping the Chikiro, taking him out of the equation, but it has put Usagi in a tricky position. He's trying to juke through the tree line, but the rest of Radiant, they do not want to offer any way to help that. Whoa, alright, he doesn't need them. Okay. Seeing anyone? Usagi gets the arena, but Where's the follow of everyone? They weren't in the same mind. The communication, something that's
Roosman.
lacking. Roosman sending his ground in the pit as well. An early use of the BKB, but he's going to look to try and TP out. But we'll be fully covered from the duration. That's just Roche, so it's up. I don't... Yeah, Moody's going to go back in.
Yep.
Wow. Baiting the
They give it to
Corey for his
Viper?
life. Yeah, they gave it to Viper. Brant, Roosman?
Like that.
Jesus. Two hits combined almost takes away both supports' lives. A 3-on-5. But they have the Aegis. Fortune Soul's going to stand his ground inside the coil. A double toss away as Roosman really starting to ramp up the damage. But Fortune Soul is mirroring this with his own as well. A perfect timing. The Ice Path being that the Tiny can't win the duel. Fortune Soul reigns supreme. Still the concern is how the Gyro are able to continue stacking up the damage as Radiant Man just jumping as 3, so Yasagi follows up. The spear actually just clips the Dragonite, so pretty solid to keep the life of Moody as well. Instantly use of the Guardian Angel. KOBOLDS need to play together so they can group up, but disconnected they are, so it's going to cost them 2. It's all on Fortune Soul, but the second arena is going to provide them a way to be able to kite the Gyro into oblivion. So he picks up the gem and TP's out, but Scotty, he won't have an avenue to make it away, and Roosman leaves him down. That's the most important thing. Roosman, how many hits is it going to be? Looks like a couple of swipes, easy like that. And now Usagi, the first arena, controlling 3. If he wants to use the secondary one, but there we go. Kiting the BKB, secondary arena's out. It's going to keep Shadow Demon away. And they even toss Kal'Thuzad further in, but there's just no hope now for KOBOLDS. They're stuck inside the pit of death. There's 2 are down. Ramsey's causing chaos in the back line. Tosses galore. Buybacks are lacking. Heroes are lacking. Gyro's the last one, but the Hex is not really going to provide him damage to stand his ground. We're just going to buy back to give Fortune Soul. It's the hope to be able to retreat, but you're...
And I've actually got this rocket coming back to the Gyro. He needs to back.
What is this?
It's just tiny things, bro.
That's a dieback on Moody. It's like, alright, we'll leave the Gyro, pin him up to the throne. A pinata to celebrate as victory for M11, as they will tie our first